where do you think that top 5 group is? Like, how would you rank those running backs, maybe 1 to 5 right now? And do you think that a lot of people share that same sentiment, or do you think that there's guys that, might be the 4th guy on your board that somebody else has way down at 20th, and it's just such a wide varying opinion on the running backs this year because it is such a deep class?
Yeah, I mean, you nailed it right there. Like, there's a lot of teams that look at these running backs very differently, and understandably so. I mean, it's we talk about receivers in the same conversation, but a large, a good sized athlete who's an X is very different than a smaller receiver who's a slot. Yeah, they're both receivers, but they're very different with what they offer. So, it's the different positions within a position. And same thing with running backs. Some guys are true all around backs, and that's your Ashton Jeanty's. I think Omarion Hampton from North Carolina fits in that mix as well. Other guys are more maybe a little scheme specific. My third running back after those two is Kaleb Johnson from Iowa, but he's someone who really thrives in that outside zone. And so certain teams are not going to value a Kaleb Johnson as high as others because of the scheme that he thrived in college and where he projects at that next level. When I watch Kaleb Johnson in that zone, I say, oh, this is DeMarco Murray. How big he is, the size, but also his ability to glide, see where the hole is, cut through it. It's just very natural for him. And so Kaleb Johnson in the right fit, like he might not be the third running back drafted, but if he's not, I think part of that is because of where the teams that are looking for a running back in round 2 and the scheme that they run. The 2 Ohio State running backs would be next for me, TreVeyon Henderson and Quinshon Judkins, 2 guys that offer a little bit different skill sets, but are both explosive in their own kind of way. TreVeyon is, you try to get him in space first and foremost. Like that's between the tackles, it gets a little muddy in terms of him working through some of that, some of the tempo and patience. It's off at times, but if you give him a clear hole where he can hit it and be in space, good luck, because he has that acceleration and he can make guys miss at the second level. Quinshon brings a little bit more power element to the game, but what you like about both these guys is they can catch the ball in the backfield, they can pass protect, and obviously we know that's something that teams really care about in terms of getting rookie running backs onto the field. They have to be able to trust you in any situation, third down, pass pro, whatever it is. And I think, all 5 of those guys kind of bring that. And so, but like I said, it's the running back rankings are all over the place. Quinshon Judkins is a little bit lower for some teams. You got Dylan Sampson from Tennessee is higher for other teams. I'm a big fan of Jordan James from Oregon, who is not a big home run hitter, but he might lead the league in singles and doubles. I mean, he's not going to get you 60, but he'll get you 6 consistently. And so those guys have value, certainly. But it's going to be interesting because the biggest reason to not draft a running back early is you can wait till the 4th round and feel great about your options at that point in the draft. This year I have 30 running backs with draftable grades. Are we really going to see 30 running backs drafted? Probably not. And so you feel great about 3rd round, 4th round, probably even into the 5th round of some of your options that will be available. And so that's going to make it really interesting. Just how early do we see teams go after these running backs when they know, hey, maybe we should get we could wait. So let's maybe get our tackle here or a corner here. So it'll be interesting how do they balance that where they feel comfortable going to get the running back.